And hey, it's me, your good buddy Matt D. Welcome you once again in the old beautiful game garage. It's beautiful out. I know last week was the blizzard of 22, but dude, that was like 5 days ago. Welcome to Michigan, and welcome to Army Men, Soldiers of Misfortune. Last week, again, during the blizzard of 22, we were doing Animal Planet Emergency Vets. Hopefully you're thinking some good Juno thoughts. She's still not doing a little okay. But again, back to this week's Army Men, Soldiers of Misfortune. 2006, published by our good friends at, where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Zoo Games. Zoo. Z-O-O. You know, whenever I see Zoo Games, I like to think, boo. Boo games. Yeah, almost like, you know, if you're watching an angry video game nerd and he's like, LGN shitty games. Sadly, when I see the Zoo logo on a DS game, they don't always put out the best stuff. So, yeah, put out in 2006. Imagine my sort of surprise when I play the first level and it's like a third-person shooter. So my experience, the other teams, like the other little dudes, and again, yeah, just real-time strategy, not unlike, you know, Romance of the Three Kingdoms, Four Kingdoms, Five Kingdoms, or any of that kind of stuff, Fire Emblem, or even something like that. So imagine my surprise when at some point they started making third-person shooters. That's around Sarge's Heroes, a PlayStation game that was kind of hot. That's what I think of when I think of Army Men. This was on the 7th generation consoles, and this game pretty much killed the series. Yeah, after this, it's now just like mobile games only. Anyway, level 1, I was thinking this is a hidden gem. First of all, I was surprised it was a third-person shooter, which was kind of fun. It's not the greatest. I've mentioned this before, actually, in the first episode, that these kind of shooters translate awkwardly to the DS, and so I'm always kind of impressed when I see something like that on this hardware. This was also on the Wii and PlayStation 2. Though this one got the highest reviews. Anyway, it's 3 stages with 5 levels on each stage. There's like in your room, and then like I think the kitchen, and then outdoors. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't get very far because this is, sadly, a Zoo game. Let's read the back as we do. I haven't done that yet. Let's do that. Let's do that right now. That's what I'm doing right now. Timmy's Tan Army Men. 7, can you chill out? Sevens. Timmy's Tan Army Men action figures have run amok, capturing his overly wordy, poorly written green army men and attempting to take control of the little slice of suburbia. It's up to you, Timmy, to defeat the enemy, save your toys and family, and restore order to your home! Battle army men by utilizing toys around the house and vehicles like jeeps, tanks, and planes. I did not do that, get that far. 5 unique missions in each environment. Like I said, I didn't get very far because it's a slog. And at first level, I thought it was kind of a hidden gem. You're just kind of going around enemy lines. You're getting, trying to find like 15 crates. And it's fun enough. But, okay. But then the problems of the game set in immediately in level 2. And the thing about this game is that it feels a lot like maybe a handheld game I would have played when I was in middle school, when I had like 5 games. If I only had 5 games, I probably would have beat this to its completion on a driving trip from Michigan, maybe to California, where I was going to be on the road for like a month or 2 at a time. Because a lot of this means going into each level and actually learning the level, where all the dudes are, and how you're going to like kill those dudes in this particular order. It's like learning the order of how you have to progress within the map. Because, okay, and then here are the problems within the game. Repetition. I mean, that's just like lazy game making where you're just like, there's not enough for me to do. But this becomes a real problem because the enemies respawn. Now, when I first started playing, I was like, I thought there would be a limited number of like tan guys that I had to kill. Okay, and you're Timmy. And I know you're like, wait, that doesn't make any sense. It's all in Timmy's imagination. You're all in the world of imagination. Anyway, so as you're like snipering dudes, because you're a third-person shooter, oftentimes, so you're in the camera. It's not like first person. You're in the camera. Oftentimes, your head's in the way. And because you're on the DS, you don't have a second stick pad, so you need the upper right button is going to be right, left. Anyway, this one right here is your strafe. That gets you to move side to side. This is key. One reviewer was like, too much to do in one hand. This review about the hand, all the control stuff, I actually thought, again, for a DS, shockingly intuitive and worked shockingly well. But I kind of then took this as a kind of, well, I'm going to sneak around and pop these guys and kind of be a sniper these guys' heads. But the problem is, again, they respawn. You're like, well, what's the big deal about that? Well, the big deal about that is you also have finite gunfire. Gunfire? Gunpowder? Gunfire powder. Power fire. Gunpowder. Firepower? Bullets. You have a limited number of bullets. And there's just a point where, because they respawn, if you go to a second area to like re-explore, or again in level 2, looking for keys, you end up fighting these enemies, which again are already badass. It's already hard enough dealing with each enemy, and the fact that they respawn endlessly makes searching each area a challenge, because you're gonna just keep running into these enemies that keep respawning and do a little bit of damage each time. I mean, when I played level 1, at first I was okay with it because it took me over an hour, many tries, where I would get to almost the end every time, but like couldn't find that last box. In level 2, you have to find keys, then to rescue men. And now the keys are randomly distributed, but again, because of these respawning characters and running out of ammo, on level 2, I just don't want to learn the path I have to take of least resistance, because that's the only way you're going to make it out alive. So no, I never got to the planes or the trains or anything else, and no one in the world will ever, I don't know, currently no one's ever seen them. You're not going to read reviews about how they play because no one wanted to get that far. I'm going to post some better play review footage because I can. I don't know why I haven't done it before, because I'm not great at this or getting better. Who knows? But yeah, he's like, dude, I'm going to play level 1 and that's it. I fuck level 2 because, yeah, it's hard. It's hard in a way. At first, I actually thought I had to match corresponding keys to the doors until I realized the whole menu system. That's fine. I don't mind confusing games, but gosh, games that are just that Nintendo hard, I just don't have that much time to get to them. Again, in an era when I only had this game and this game, well, and actually I will say I really like the cover to this game. I mean, it's pretty fun, all things considered. This teddy bear right here, he's the general. There's some cute things going on in it, and there's things I definitely wanted to like, but ultimately I didn't. But still sort of liked it. You know, it's like one of those things where as much as I poo-poo the game, I still want to play it some more. Is that weird? Probably. You're weird. Thanks for keeping YouTube weird, like, shy, square, all the stuff. It really does help. Everything, every comment, like, shibe. Dude, if you squared it, dude, it would be huge. It really does make a difference. It really does help keep YouTube, what is this? What is this era of YouTube keeps it that? Whatever this is, if you want to keep it weird alive, that's how you do it. Love you. What are you playing? Tell me what you're playing down below. Because I want to know. I legitimately want to know what games they got to be better than this one. They got to. Have you played? Oh yeah, and it all went to mobile. After this, it all went to mobile. Yeah, here's some of the dudes too. Here's some of the dudes. This is also the French Canadian version because I always only have the French Canadian version. That's a thing, I guess, living in Michigan. Always the French Canadian version. Anyway. Dude, that shit's fucked up. Fucked up, yo. Fucked up. Ugh, my dog has to take a walk. This isn't after hours. I don't. This electric chainsaw. It does have a nice thing right there that I really enjoy, like the font right there. So apparently, I don't know if you know anything about collectible electric chainsaws, but apparently this is one of them. It's like worth $200. Ooh. I know, you should like put it on your wrist and it should tell time. I'm not gonna lie, I went a lot longer on this game than I thought I was, considering I really only did one level. Fucked up. I don't understand. There's so much I don't understand.